habits, don't worry. I'm a little slow, but I get there eventually. Funny story about that short bus. We'll talk about it in a second. For those that don't know me, I'm John. I've known Chris all of our entire 31 years. So being here. Hey, Ty. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, J-Mo. So as you can imagine, you know, I thought about writing something, and as I was thinking about it, and I was talking with somebody, I said, how do you write down 31 years of friendship? And right there I knew, you can't. There's no way to put it down on any piece of paper, no matter how long, how many pages, 31 years, and we have been friends. And our friendship has been through the best and the worst of times. I moved away right before our senior year of high school from Charleston to Vermont, which was about 1,300 miles, and so that was, you know, a true test for us. But you know, I think it certainly brought us closer. When I moved back, we, for a little while there, started doing what we always talk about, we still talk about today, what we want to do. We always talk about, I wish we could just take 1 week a year. Go back to being little kids again, because when you're that age, 10, 12-year-old age, the only thing we ever cared about is who's going to whose house this weekend. And unfortunately for Susie and Bev, it was mostly me at their house. So how they did it for as long as they did, I really don't know. And God bless them for it, because Lord, they put up with quite a rowdy bunch between Chris and I. You know, I was thinking, like, what kind of stories can I tell that are appropriate? Because, trust me, I have plenty to embarrass the living hell out of him, but I will save that one. So one of my favorite stories that actually his mom reminded me of that still makes me laugh to this day. We're taking a test in first grade, and growing up, Chris usually had to sit by the teacher so that keep an eye on him, make sure he wasn't doing anything he wasn't supposed to. So we're taking the test, and he gets up and he comes over to my desk. And he looks at my test, and he goes back to his desk, and sits down and starts writing down answers. Teacher's watching him the whole time, but he gets up and does it a few times, and finally...
Oh my...
Yeah, I was actually kind of waiting for that. After a few times, he finally looks at him and goes, Chris, why are you cheating off of John's test? And he looks her full dead in the eyes. Me and John are best friends, and we share everything. So, ever since then, I knew I was going to have a lifelong best friend, brother, partner in crime. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to get choked up when I say this, but one of the last things that Susie said to me, she was sitting there telling me, she said, John, it has been a pleasure watching y'all grow up together. And I want you to just promise me one thing, that y'all will remain best friends for the rest of your life. I gave her a big hug, and I said, there's no question of mine that is a promise I know that I can keep. And that was the last conversation that we had, and it was probably the best. And so, to Chris, my brother, my best friend, 31 years, with hopefully more than 31 more to go.